Good evening. This is Psychotic Carnival, and people always want to know where these movies come from, these horror movies.
I do.
Like, how did they get the inspiration of these movies? Well, these movies sometimes come from true crime stories, and we're going to read one for you.
Story time, yeah.
The Gainesville Ripper, the real horror behind Scream. Gainesville, Florida, 1990. A college town alive with noise, parties, late nights, and ordinary chaos. Nobody was thinking about monsters until the city stopped feeling ordinary. 5 students from the University of Florida were killed inside their own apartments over just a few days. And suddenly the carnival lights went out. Home is supposed to be a safe ride, but this case ripped that rule apart. The victims weren't in dark alleys or abandoned roads. They were inside their apartments. Locked doors, familiar rooms, places that were supposed to mean safety. And that illusion didn't hold.
My turn to read. Yeah. As the city panicked, investigators closed in on a name, Danny Rawlings. He wasn't a ghost story, he had a real story, a real trail through Florida, a pattern of violence that didn't appear out of nowhere. And when the pieces came together, they pointed in one direction. You're done.
Oh, good. When fear hits a college town, it spreads fast. Students stopped walking alone. Doors stayed locked all day. People moved in groups just to feel normal. And rumors became its own kind of monster because nobody knew when it would end or if it already had. It wasn't just what happened, it was how random it felt. There was no pattern people could rely on, no warning signs that made no one feel safe. And that's the kind of fear that gets inside your head and stays there. Eventually, Danny Rawlings was arrested, tried, and convicted for the Gainesville murders. He was later sentenced to death and executed in 2006.
Whoa.
To death. Just like Bob.
Just like Bob. Poor Bob.
But for Gainesville, the story didn't end in court. It stayed in memory. It stayed in fear. Where the horror borrowed the feeling. So how does a real nightmare turn into Scream? Not through copying the crimes, but through copying the feeling. Writer Kevin Williamson has spoken about how real-life fear and media coverage helped shape the tone behind Scream. The idea that young people weren't safe in their own spaces, that's what carried over. In the movie world, it became a masked killer. Ghostface.
Ghostface, yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool. I like Ghostface.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah. I love scary movies, especially when they really happened.
A phone call. What kind of phone call is that? Hey,
all right.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A game. Isn't that considered with the phone call?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But underneath it, it's the same fear Gainesville lived through. Now, I want to pause this right here. We're not making fun of the murders. That is downright insane. It's horrible. But we will make fun of Scream because I am a huge fan of Scream.
Yeah.
I know my brother is.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to pick fun at Scream, but not the murders. Got it? Alright. In movies, the killer controls the scene. In real life, there was no script. No music cue, no warning before things change. Just silence and aftermath. Your turn.
Oh, yeah. Gainesville changed after this. Safety became something people thought about differently. Doors stayed locked more often. Awareness replaced comfort. And the case became part of horror's history, not because it was fictional, but because it wasn't. You know?
Oh, thank you. When people watch Scream, they see entertainment. But behind it is a real moment where fear took over an entire town in just a few days. 5 days. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And that's what makes it stick. Now, we're going to transition to dumb criminals that got caught on Facebook.
There are some dumb criminals out there, I tell you.
Everybody uses Facebook. Before we roast anyone else, let's talk about Facebook itself. Because no matter how cool people act, everybody ends up on Facebook eventually. It's like the digital attic of humanity. You don't visit often, but everything you've ever done is stored there, judging you silently. Friends, family, memories, and the one cousin who posts inspirational quotes, every blurry sunset like he's a motivational ghost with Wi-Fi. Then there's Marketplace, where you go to buy a chair and accidentally enter a negotiation war with someone named Big Truck Mike 47. People say Facebook is outdated. Yeah, until they need it. Need to check a birth date. Facebook need local drama. Facebook need to find out who's arguing in your hometown at 2 a.m. Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not a social media app. It's a community theater where everyone forgot they were in a play. Even criminals use it. There you go. Which is wild.
Which is wild because nothing says I want to stay hidden like posting selfies, check-ins, the life updates on the same platform your aunt uses to tag you in your prayer chains. That's your tongue again.
Oh, my turn? Where are you at? So what is Facebook really? It's not dead. It's just evolved into a giant digital town square where everyone shows up, whether they admit it or not, and sometimes it's a place where people accidentally report themselves. Everybody uses Facebook, and just outside it to a speedrun consequences. If you survived this episode, hit like and subscribe.
And tell us what real life horror we should drag into the carnival next. And when I do my segments of horror movies, I would love to hear your comments on them, and if anybody wants to challenge me thinking they know more about it. I would love the challenge.
This is Psychotic Carnival, where the ride is never just a movie. Peace out.